Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakahakwadash, Barakathum. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure to the end. Shalom. And I'm going to start this lesson off in Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. And this is speaking to you women of the tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American women who are in this Western Babylonian mindset, this feminist mindset shit. And really, this can speak to the rest of you careless women at ease out here that think everything's just fun and games. The only thing you're concerned about is the next vacation you're going to take, the next concert you're going to go to, the next man, and at this point, woman you're going to sleep with, what you're going to do on the weekend, etc., etc. As it says, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. We're coming into the times of Jacob's trouble, where all manner of horrific things are about to happen to these people out here for all the iniquity or wickedness they've been committing, especially you women who have been living at ease and thinking that you can do whatever you want out here, you can do bad by yourself, and nothing's going to come your way. The vintage, all these goodies you've been getting from society shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. All these safety and support structures that this system set up by Esau Edom, or the so-called white man, has put in place to keep you at ease is quickly deteriorating. Look at what happened with Roe v. Wade. It's becoming much harder for you to delete your children out here and expect these other government benefits to start drying up, as well as all these job opportunities as the economy continues to decline. You women are about to be asked out here, and since you turned away a lot of good men and burned a lot of men, once all these horrific things of Jacob's trouble really start popping off, you won't have anybody to protect you, and you're going to have to get it how you live out here. And since you're the weaker vessel, the getting's not going to be good. Verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Once all these horrific things truly start taking place, hey, you women are going to be a state of mourning, hoping that things are going to go back to like they were, but they're not. The only thing that's going to happen is much more judgments and horrors taking place. And I opened up the video with these verses to preface a little bit of this video from this YouTube channel, Ivy Anita, titled A Warning to Women Must Watch. And as we'll see in this video, with each passing day, more and more women are getting targeted for human sex trafficking out here and getting targeted to be kidnapped out here. This just goes to show that many days and years are you women about to be troubled. Hey, the vintage shall fail, and ye shall lament for the better times, because only worse times are coming. And besides this, especially down here in New Orleans, I'm constantly seeing news information come out on how women are getting raped, not just in bad areas, but also in good areas now. You have a street down here, a long street called St. Charles, which is a relatively good area, and already 2 women have been raped on it. And then I read another news article where a woman turned down a guy who asked her out on a date, and he stabbed her in the leg with a knife. Hey, these are just some small examples to show just how bad things are going to get for you women out here, especially you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American women who are the daughters of Israel. Hey, you're the most rebellious women out here, especially you so-called Negro women. Anything to do with righteousness, hey, you completely scoff at it because again, you want to do bad by yourself and be a boss bitch and a queen, which the majority of you are queens. When you go back to the original meaning of that word queen, it means a whore. And just like the wicked of our men out here, the wicked of our women, hey, the only way you're going to learn the right way is that death by pain, death by judgment, as it says in 2nd Esdras chapter 9, for your hard-headedness and your rebelliousness. But let's play this clip. And this is a fair use copyright disclaimer. I do not own any of the footage in this clip, nor do I stand to gain from it monetarily. It is simply for educational purposes.
Ladies, you need to be careful when going to your car. Watch this clip.
So when I saw it, I just picked it up with my fingernails like this, and I tossed it out. I didn't touch the napkin, but guess what? I still opened the door with my fingertip. 2 minutes later, my fingertips started tingling. And I'm like, dang, dog, I'm tripping. Let me just chill. It's not nothing. Got in the car. We started driving. I didn't tell him right away. I said, I'm just going to, wait a few minutes and see how it does. Then maybe after about 5 minutes, my whole arm just started tingling. Then it started to feel numb. I got lightheaded. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I got hot. It just was a whole bunch of different feelings at one time.
So pretty much what happened in that clip was she was a target of a trafficker. So pretty much what happened was this trafficker scoped her out, waited for her to go inside from her car so he could put some sort of substance on her door handle. And as soon as she came out and touched it, she immediately started having a reaction. Most likely it was to put her to sleep so that he could kidnap her.
Let's lock it for the ad. So these human traffickers are getting sophisticated out here. They ain't just pulling up with the van and throwing a bag over a woman's hand and throwing them in the van. Now they're putting substances on their door handles, which makes them feel woozy and weak and pass out so they can kidnap them. Hey, many terrible days and times are coming for you rebellious women out here. And the elder brother Malcolm up in Chicago is talking about these issues a lot with TikTok videos he watches, where women are constantly talking about their accounts of how when they're walking out of grocery stores in the parking lot, they're getting followed by men, approached by men, and sometimes even attacked by men who are trying to, snatch them up and take them away. And he was talking about one instance in particular where this woman would constantly see a homeless man outside her house, and she didn't pay no attention to it like a lot of you women are careless out here and don't pay attention to your situations out here. You think that just because you can call 911 for now and that you're used to the block that you live on, that it's okay to walk outside the house dressed any kind of way, go anywhere dressed any kind of way, not being observant on the situation. Well, one day the woman came back to her house and she also had kids, and she opened up her closet and that homeless man who she had recognized before was in that closet waiting for her. These ain't the times to be careless out here. You should really be having your shit wired tight, because as we can see from this clip right here and just the other instances I brought up and what I've seen in the news, things are getting really bad out here.
It's the third morning in a row I found one of these on her car in the exact same spot, back passenger door. I didn't know what it was. I just kept cutting it off. This morning, when I found it, I went in there and I asked her, I said, what's the deal with the zip tie being on your back passenger handle every morning? For the past 3 mornings, I've cut it off. She said, Dad, I don't know what in the world you're talking about. She said, I didn't know there was a zip tie on there. I said, yeah, there's a zip tie. So I was talking to my brother just a few minutes ago, and I told him, I said, man, 3 mornings in a row, I found a zip tie on I ain't gonna say her name, but my daughter's back passenger door handle. Black zip tie. It's loose, but it's on there. And he works in law enforcement. He's been in law enforcement his whole life. And you could tell when I mentioned that, he got extremely silent. And he said, what'd you just say? And I told him, and he was like, listen, man, cut that off right now. I said, I have been cutting them off. He was like, traffickers and people that basically steal women, vulnerable women, put them on a car somewhere where it's not easily noticeable for them, but other people who actually do the stealing knows exactly what that means. So basically what this is, you all, is this is a tag. And this alerts anyone who's part of the organization, I'll call it, of trafficking or kidnappers, abductors. Let them know that that person is vulnerable, they are by themselves, and they're an easy target. So if you've got teenage kids, girls that are out late at night, that are driving,
which they shouldn't be, and really any woman shouldn't be out there like that. Hey, you women need to learn just to stay your fucking ass at home, because things are getting much worse and detrimental out there. Hey, not just for you, but for men as well. But how much more for you, since you're the weaker vessel?
check their car every morning. Look for a black zip tie or anything that stands out and immediately remove it.
Things like this makes me so anxious to the point where I don't want to leave the house. But it's necessary information that we need to know so we can be careful and be at alert and, conscious of our environment. Hence why I'm making this video, because literally every single woman out there has to know of the signs to look out for so they can best, at least to their ability, protect themselves, right? At this point, if you step out of your car when you're coming back,
and there is going to be no protecting yourselves from the judgments of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. We can clearly see that the vintage is starting to fail. In many days and years shall ye careless women be troubled for your wickedness and indiscretion. So that's it with this clip. And the only way you women, and I'm speaking to the women of the tribes right now, have any chance of being saved from these calamities of Jacob's trouble is to get with the man of the Lord. He's going to be that protective hedge over you in that day. And I'm going to go back to Isaiah chapter 32. I'm going to jump up to verse 2. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, from the judgments, from the destruction, and not just any old man out here. Again, a man of the Lord, an Israelite man, a prophet, who's out there on the highways and byways pushing this word, as well as putting up video epistles online and shit. The men of the Lord out there that are doing the most work the right way are the men of GMS or Great Millstone, as well as the brothers that come in the spirit of GMS. And a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land, point blank period. A man, not just any man, but a man of the Lord, is going to be a hiding place from the wind or these judgments and destructions from Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai in that day. And as we can see, these times out here getting much more terrible, and all these different benefits women have had in society slowly being taken away from them, we can see how easily Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1 is going to come into play, where it says, and in that day 7 women. And 7 just means a complete amount of women. It could be 1 woman, it could be 2 women, it could be 20 women shall take hold of 1 man, a man of the Lord, a man that shall be finer than the gold of Ophir in that day, as it says in Isaiah 13, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, take away all these judgments and calamities that are coming our way. Hey, in that day, these women aren't going to be concerned with how you dress, what car you drive, or what 5-star restaurant you bring them to. With all the kidnappings going on, the raping, the cannibalism, the murder, the judgment, you name it, taking place, a woman is only going to be concerned with getting that protective hedge of a man over them to take away these reproaches. And for a lot of you women, and again, I'm only speaking to the tribes at this point because you're the only ones that can find any bit of salvation since you're Israelites. For a lot of you in that time, it's going to be too late because you've just done too much wickedness, towards men in general, but specifically, if you were dealing with a man of the Lord, it's going to be a wrap for you in that time. We'll close it out in Micah chapter 7, verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? Now, you women out there that may have dealt with the man of the Lord before, you may have even had children with him, but you put him through holy hell, and you just scoffed at what he believed in and weren't a helpmeet unto him. As it says, mine eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. If you don't end up staying with that man and you depart, or if you've willfully left that man, that man of the Lord is going to see your destruction in that day. He's going to see your judgment. He's going to see your reproach, see you as the lowest of the low, as the mire or the mud in the streets. And shit, it's rightfully deserved. Here you have a man following Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai out here doing his best, to save himself, and by association, save you. And if y'all have have children together, save the children. But you just gave him holy hell. It's right that you get judgment and he sees it. And then just for you women out here in general, all the wickedness you've just been committing in society and towards men, a lot of these men that you committed those wicked acts towards, they're going to see your death as well, and it's going to be just desserts. But that's it with this video. With this video, I hope your sincere Akim and Akwath were edified. Just keep strong. As we can clearly see, we're almost out of this final wicked captivity of the heathen nations, chiefly of the Edomites. And to you sincere Akwath, their sisters out there, just keep doing what you're doing to stay in the good graces of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. If you're with the man of the Lord, just continue being a helpmeet unto him, because in that day, he's going to be that covert from the wind for you. And if you're a sister out there that doesn't have a man of the Lord with you, don't fret about it and don't try to rush it. The Most High will bring you across a man of the Lord in that day to be that protective hedge over you. So as always, I'm going to say Abad Babal, Kwam Yasharala, and until next time, Shalom.